time for a fall wardrobe switchover. Rule number one of all switchovers, make sure you have snacks and you stay hydrated. So every single season I'll switch out pieces from my spring and summer wardrobe and swap them out for fall, because a lot of the pieces I'm just not going to be reaching for, I'm not going to be wearing, and it really clutters up the closet really fast. So I like to take everything out that I'm not going to be wearing for the next probably like 6 to 8 months. So I just take a couple of minutes to clean up my wardrobe, reorganize it a little bit, and then I swap out pieces like my linen pieces, more summer dresses, sandals, things like that that I'm just not going to be reaching for pretty much at all into the fall and winter months. Those can go back away into storage, and then I'm gonna swap in some pieces that I am so excited to wear for the season. So let's get into it. Okay, so I took pretty much everything out. Some things I did just leave hanging in here because I just know I'm gonna wear it through the fall. They're fall pieces or they're just seasonless pieces. The next thing I'm gonna do is just dust and vacuum all in here because this stuff gets dusty. I can't believe how much dust builds up in my wardrobe throughout the season. So if you're gonna be doing this, always just take the time to clean things up, dust things off, vacuum, so that your closet is just like nice and fresh and ready for all the fall goodies to go in. Let's go. All right, so closet is clean and vacuumed. I have pretty much all of my clothes on the bed here. And then in these drawers here, all of this is pretty much my like year-round tank tops, athletic gear, loungewear. This is sort of where I keep everything. And here is things like belts, bras, underwear. Very few things need to go out there, but I'm just gonna work on going through everything that is meant for summer and then kind of separating it and then putting things back that I'm stoked to wear for the season, for the cold sweater weather.
Oh, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh, God, I would.
Finally, sweater weather.
I can't help myself. I have to. Every time. This is a really nice space-saving hack. If you have a lot of pants that you need hung, get one of these like waterfall hangers. I got this off of Amazon when we first moved in, but you can get these pretty much anywhere. If you want to keep them nice and separated, they just hang like this. But if you need that extra space, they just waterfall. Super easy to grab them. There you go. One thing I'm going to be doing is also creating a to tailor pile. So there's a couple of pairs of trousers specifically that I have really been procrastinating getting tailored. So that's what this pile is going to be, specifically in my pants, because a lot of my pants are a little bit too long. I'm getting them tailored slowly but surely over time. And so I'm going to finally stop procrastinating this. T-shirts are a year-round staple for me. I have them in black, white, gray, navy. I reach for them literally every single week. And some of them just have like different shapes, different sizes, different silhouettes. Some are more cropped and boxy. Some are a little bit more oversized and flowy. Some of them I wear to the gym. So all of my T-shirts, white, gray, black, they're going in. One experiment that I really worked hard on this year was to basically force myself to wear my love to buy, hate to wear. And if you've been on this channel for a while, then you know for me, it's a button-down shirt. I love them. I think they are so effortless and so cool and can be dressed up and dressed down so beautifully. So I basically forced myself to wear them a lot more, especially this past summer, where I cannot rely on things like blazers, cardigans, jackets, things like that to really add a lot of depth and layering to my style and to my outfits. So I was basically wearing these not only as shirts on their own, and I've really been enjoying wearing them kind of fully buttoned up and then open and flowy like this, more kind of preppy, androgynous kind of style, but I've also been wearing them open over things like tank tops, rolling up the sleeves, and basically using them as my jacket, as my layering piece in the summer. And it's especially been great when you want to like cover your skin and protect it from the sun, but also when you go into super cold air conditioning, at least you have a little bit of something to layer with. But I really like them. They've really grown on me quite a lot. I'm very happy to wear them now. I am planning on styling them a lot more in the fall winter because I really like the way they look under blazers and things like that. The only thing I'm going to be putting away for the season is my more cotton poplin shirts because they're just a little bit more, they're a little bit more lightweight, they're more breezy. They tend to wrinkle a lot more easily, so I think they lend themselves to a more relaxed, sort of laid back look in the summertime. But what I am going to be leaving out are things like my more heavier cotton button downs. So this one is from Jerf Avenue. I've had it for years, but it's just a bit more thick and heavyweight and it doesn't wrinkle as easily as the poplin does. These are gonna be what I'm more reaching for through the fall and winter months. And I have this light stripy one. I'm not sure about this one because it's really, really light. I do have this secondhand stripy shirt that's a bit, I just like how it's a bit deeper. It works, I think, with my color a little bit better versus this. So I don't know about this one. I'm gonna give it a few more chances to style it, but I might sell this one because I think it's just a bit too light. I love like stark white really works on me, but then any like desaturated colors, like really pastel, not as good. It's weird. I had my colors done and I know that white and black are in my palette, but I just find it fascinating. Like this is basically almost white, but it doesn't work as well. It's weird. Colors, they're crazy, they're interesting. So when it comes to shopping or decluttering or curating your closet, whatever it is you're doing, what I'm finding is as long as the piece fits at least 2 out of my 3 style words, and if you need a reminder, my style words are minimal, sporty, and sharp. As long as the item nails at least 2 of them, then I find it becomes a piece that I get really excited about, that I want to wear, that is something that I just know I'm going to reach for over and over and over again. And this top for me is it. I think it is so cool. It's definitely minimalist. It's a little bit more slim. It's this nice long sleeve. There's no pattern or anything to it, which is quite minimal. I really love the neckline. It's kind of a crew neck, but almost like a mock neck at the same time, with some draping across here, which I think is really beautiful. And then the shoulder pad for me, I love a shoulder pad. I love it. It just makes me feel like powerful and cool and a little bit edgy. It makes me feel sharp, which is how I want to feel in my clothes. That's usually the missing piece for me when I feel a bit off or I feel maybe a bit more sloppy and not put together. Once I bring back that sharp element in, I think it really helps me truly feel like myself. And it doesn't always have to be a piece of clothing either. Sometimes I'll use my hair as a tool for that. I'll use like lipstick or makeup or maybe like a really cool earring for that too. But when it's in a piece and it nails it, it's just really, really good and it makes me excited to wear it. So I have a lot more denim than this, but I like to create little baby denim capsules that I like to rotate through just to give me variety in my denim jeans. I want to say like maybe once a month I'll go through this. I keep it on the top shelf of my closet right here so I can just pull it out and grab because I don't have a dresser. The apartment's too small for a dresser. So what I like to do is just pick like 4 or 5 pairs of jeans that I know I want to wear or that I feel like I'll be reaching for a lot based on the season. So in the fall, I typically like to switch out my more light wash denim. Like I have a pair of acid wash here. I feel like I'm not gonna really be reaching for that a lot, but I do wanna have like a pair of black jeans in here, a more dark indigoed pair. And this is like a little switchover that I do fairly regularly, and it's always like my favorite part. Something else I'm going to be putting away for the season are these Adidas track pants. I actually got these tailored into shorts. So they were track pants and I just found I wasn't reaching for them and I wanted to wear them a lot in the summer. So instead of going out to buy these shorts because I was eyeing them, I was pinning a lot of photos with these shorts, I just got my tailor to turn them into shorts. And what I've loved was that I ended up wearing them so much more as shorts than as pants. So there you go. If there's a pair of pants that maybe you're not that into or you find yourself not reaching for, maybe an option to turn it into shorts or even a skirt. But I wanted the shorts. This never really changes. This is where I keep my sunglasses, This is my little jewelry box in here. So if I want to switch out my rings, things like that. And I always just leave this right here so it's super easy to reach for. But I did recently add these really cool red sunglasses. I actually recommended these to an index styling client and I liked them so much that I ended up getting them myself. They're from Madewell and I just think they're really cool. They're kind of retro, vintage, but edgy at the same time. I love the pop of red. I think sunglasses really add a whole lot to an outfit, so that was just like a nice, affordable, easy addition that I think packs a lot of punch. And I don't have anything like that. A lot of my sunglasses are more minimalist, they're sharper. They really kind of lean into that style word. I feel like these are just, they're cool. They're cool. So I use this storage bin that we keep in our storage locker, and that's where I keep my seasonal clothing, like my sweaters, my chunky knits. So what I'm going to be doing is taking all of my linen pieces, my ultra summer pieces, and I'm going to start putting them away into storage, say goodbye to them for the season. And I'm just gonna go through a couple of my knits and cardigans. Like there's not much that I really want to pull out yet because it's really not that hot yet. So I'm gonna pull out like a sweater or two, maybe a cardigan, but most of this stuff is gonna be going away. I have 2 cotton kind of boxer shorts from Jerf Avenue. These are really comfy. I like reaching for them on the hottest of hot days. They're kind of like a more boxer short, but the fact that these are black, it just makes them really easy to wear. So yeah, these are good. I like them, but I don't need to wear them for the season, so in they go. I'm gonna be putting away my cotton poplin skirt from COS. I didn't reach for this one as much as I had hoped for, but I also don't want to get rid of it. I think it's really nice and classic, and it's also something that honestly, like, I just want to give myself time. I don't want to declutter it and then find myself really interested in this silhouette or wanting to wear it more and then having to buy it again. And I don't look at that as a just in case. I just look at it as I know myself and I know my taste is probably going to change, and I want to keep it. I want to keep it around. I'm feeling a lot more confident about myself in skirts and things like that. Even though I didn't really wear this too much, it's not something I want to get rid of. So we'll give it another shot next year. Other things going in, so things like linen trousers. I honestly could get away with these still for the transitional weather, but I want to wear my denim more. I want to wear my more lightweight wool. I'm not really vibing with my linens right now, my linen pieces. This is a linen shirt, linen pants, so those will go back. Ooh, I missed you! Yay! Here's one that's going in. It's my Reformation silk maxi skirt. This could have been honestly something for summer, but it's lined. So it's actually a bit more gutsy and heavyweight than I think you really want in the summertime. She needs a steam. She's been folded. So that's one thing I'm also gonna do. Anything that's like super wrinkly, I'm gonna take a few minutes to steam it because I want it to be like a ready grab and go in my wardrobe. If I put my clothes away wrinkled, then I actually bypass it because I'm too lazy to put the time and effort in the moment to clean it up and make it look nice. So if my clothes are steamed and ready to go, I'm much more likely to wear them. It really reduces a lot of friction in wearing them. So I'm gonna set that aside to do that. Something I'm gonna be putting away for the season is my denim jacket. I love this denim jacket. I've had it for years. But a denim jacket for me really feels like spring and summer. And I really just would rather reach for like my trench coat and my leather jackets in the fall. So I'm gonna put the denim away. These are just a couple of long sleeve t-shirts that I wear in the fall and winter all the time. They're from Wilfred. They're like a cotton jersey stretchy material. It's still a bit too hot to layer with a long sleeve, but I'm gonna put these in my kind of like everyday clothing drawer. All right, so something I'm putting away for the fall season is this linen blazer from Aritzia. This blazer was good. It really, really saved me throughout the summer because when I go to work, I still needed something that looked professional, but I needed a layer. I was really impressed with this blazer because it's made of linen and it's also lined with cotton so that it's breathable, which is great. It had that nice sharp silhouette. It's in a nice kind of rich navy color. So I wore this a lot in the summertime. So if I wasn't wearing a button down as a kind of jacket, I was actually wearing this. A lot of my blazers are wool or wool blends. So I'm going to be just making a little bit more room in my closet, in my jacket closet for that. So she can go away for the season. All right, so I have a bunch of sweaters here. Some of them are pretty heavy. Like I don't want to be wearing mohair right now. It's not cold enough for that. It just feels a bit more wintertime to me, so I'm gonna put that away. I have this really nice blue sweater from COS. This is a cotton sweater, so I think actually I'm gonna pull this one out because it's a great color, like so good. I'm going to put back my cashmere sweater from Uncle Studios right now, but I'm going to keep out this cashmere v-neck cardigan that I have from Lily Silk. I've had this for a really long time, but it's nice and thin, nice and lightweight, and it's much thinner than the Uncle Studios cashmere. I'm just not gonna be reaching for sweaters that much yet. It's just not, it's not cold enough. The other thing I also am doing is kind of rotating out my bags. This suede tote bag from Songmont. I wore this so much last year, last August, September, October. I wore this like all the way up to the winter time. It's held up really well. I spilled water all over it and you can't even tell. I did get this through working with them, and full transparency, I am working with them for a couple more videos up until the end of the year. But I truly, truly love this bag. I think it's beautiful. People stop me in the street and ask me if it's vintage. So I am so stoked to pull this out for fall. Okay, so I just took a little lunch break. I put a bunch of the stuff back into the closet. The next thing I'm going to do is switch out my shoes. In this suitcase is where I kind of keep my shoe rotation. I can't keep all of my shoes in my closet all the time. I'm going to swap out some boots in here and swap in my sandals. I mean, it's still sandal season, but I honestly, I really only need one pair. But the thing I want to really be wearing more of in the season is things like ballet flats, Mary Janes, all that good stuff. Obviously boots. So that's next. So I'm gonna be putting things like my Birkenstocks away for the season, and I usually keep old shoe bags and purse bags, and I will just put the shoes in a garment bag to keep them more protected. They're pretty protected in the suitcase, but I don't want them all like touching each other and getting all their goo on each other. A pair of shoes that I haven't worn in a really long time, and I think I'm gonna leave them in storage for the season because I've been wearing my Sambas quite a bit more, are my Converse Chuck Taylors. I've had these for years and years and years. So for the Chucks, I mean, I haven't been feeling them right now, but they are kind of a staple for me, and they're such a classic. Like, I know they're gonna come back around again, or I'm just gonna crave wearing them again. The Converse have a very, very hard sole, and they are a very narrow shoe, so sometimes my feet do feel pretty squished in them. Watch me get a pair of like minimalist barefoot shoes. I'm so close, I'm almost there. My coach Satish will be so proud of me if I ever buy a pair of barefoots. I bought these in the winter time, and I haven't really reached for them too much. They need a bit of TLC. I just want to take these to the cobbler and give them a bit of a makeover. We're almost there. Okay, so I have 3 pairs of pants that I'm taking to the tailor. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, because guess what? If I leave this sitting in the bag, it's just gonna sit there for weeks. So I have to go out of the door and do it immediately. Okay, so the last thing I need to do is build my little denim capsule, so let's do it. All right, so we're done. I think a nice Sunday afternoon well spent. Let me just show you what the closet's looking like. Any fast moving bags I want to reach for, I usually will just hang right here on the closet door. I'm still using the other duffel bag, but I'm going to do a bag switch over pretty soon. So here we've got my sunglasses. I can just reach. These don't have a case, so I have to get a case for these, but I can just reach for them. And I like that I can see them right here, so they're easy to grab. I've got my long sleeve t-shirts here now, so I replaced the shorts and put the long sleeve tees here. Got some belts that I wear a lot, my undies, socks. I use this little corner right here for pants, and then in here are my boots as well. I have to keep them on the floor. I keep my blazers in another closet in the den, so that is always separate, but this is kind of where I start getting dressed. We've got like my t-shirts, tank tops, some jeans, dresses. This is like hoodies and athletic gear over here, and I keep a few more hanging right here for the gym, so they're super easy to access. Tailoring pile, cobbler pile. And then in here, we've got the winter stuff on top, and then at the bottom we've got all my summer clothes, the linen stuff, so that will all go back into storage. And I am sweating right now. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun hanging out with you guys today. There's nothing like a good wardrobe switchover and reorganization to just make you feel really inspired and excited about your own clothes. So if you haven't done this yet, I really encourage you to do it. It's a lot of fun. It's just like nice time spent with your closet, honestly. I've had a lot of fun sort of hanging things up and folding things and putting things away and switching things over. And it was really, really, really fun to go in and shop my kind of fall and winter wardrobe that I had in storage that I just hadn't thought about in a long time. So it's nice to get really like reacquainted with those pieces and get excited about styling them. So let me know if you're going to do this with me. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.